Is the criticism of Rodgers fair or foul? We start with the playmaker.
Oh, God. Man, listen, well, saying he's not a top 5 quarterback is absolutely not fair. You know what I mean? Because Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback. I think he's one of the best to ever play the game. Stephen A., most gifted. When God built the quarterback, he built Aaron Rodgers, said this is the perfect. When this first started, we started in this league, we started looking for guys that can move in the pocket. We started giving up accuracy for mobility. And then Aaron Rodgers came along. And it was the first time we really saw guys with this kind of mobility and that kind of accuracy. That's why we call him the greatest gift God has given us at the quarterback position. Mm-hmm. But when we talk about criticism of what he's accomplished on the football field, to be that gifted in the most difficult position in the world to play, to be that gifted, the most important position in the world to play, and you only have one Super Bowl, any criticism in that direction, I have to say is fair.
Well, here's what disgusts me about that argument. First of all, I appreciate the fact that you, the playmaker himself, acknowledges from a talent perspective, as the human eye has seen, he's a bad man. This is the baddest brother. I'm trying to tell you something right now. Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback from a talent perspective, the greatest quarterback the human eye has ever seen in NFL history. There is nobody. I don't care about Marino, Elway, Manning, Brady. I don't give a damn who you pick. I could care less. Aikman, Staubach, those Cowboys. It don't matter. Damn it, it don't matter. Aaron Rodgers is a bad somebody. Now, let me be very, very clear. Here's where my problem lies. Nothing disgusts me about the criticism as it pertains to his lack of accomplishments, more so than those criticisms coming from champions who are Hall of Famers, who clearly know the game of football, but engage in selective amnesia when it comes to him. You know good and damn well, and I'm going to tell you a story. I got him right there. He's going to start laughing because I got him here.
I got you. Let's go.
So the Dallas Cowboys won back-to-back Super Bowls in the early 90s, right? And then Jimmy Johnson, his brother, father figure, decides he don't want to bring back Jimmy Johnson. There's footage of the playmaker in the locker room taking garbage cans and throwing it at the media. He was so disgusted. He was symbolic. So no, listen. Emmitt Smith didn't go nowhere. Troy Aikman didn't go anywhere. That defense didn't go anywhere. But the coach was gone. And Michael Irvin was damn near apoplectic, okay? Why? Because he knows how important the coach is to football. But somehow we going to forget that when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. We going to forget the fact that Mike McCarthy, all due respect, even though they went to the playoffs 8 straight years with him, the fact of the matter is he and Aaron Rodgers wasn't on the same plays. There are a lot of times, as the stories came out, Aaron Rodgers was calling this play, calling archaic and things of that nature. We ain't going to get started with the lack of a running game that he had religiously, the defense, and how it had tailed off over the last several years. Aaron Rodgers has carried the Green Bay Packers organization on his back.
But we get caught. We get caught. I understand it. We love using our 1 sense more than any, which is our eye gate. We love using that sense more than any. So I understand when we look with our eye gate, we see such great things. But this, I liken this to the Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith comparison. Let me tell you what, when I see Barry Sanders, I say, God almighty, it's just so dazzling beautiful. And we get caught up in all of that talent and gift, but he has a problem with sometimes just being steady. Aaron Rodgers has all the gifts, but I need him to have the gift of knowing when to use all those gifts, not just always.
Where's the evidence?
I gave you plenty of time to take the floor. Now it is I. Now it is I, and you must listen with your ears, not your mouth. Now it is I. Aaron Rodgers, sometimes I don't need the dynamic. I just need the normal. This is why Tom Brady has 6 and you have one. So it's great to have all these talents, but sometimes your greatest asset can become your greatest liability when we just need a simple drive, nothing fancy, nothing dynamic, just move down the field. This goes back to why I love Emmitt Smith. This goes back to why Ezekiel Elliott is so important. They don't fall backwards. Even in their stumbles, they always fall forward. And I get something positive all the time. It's better than something negative sometimes and something great sometimes because I'm always moving forward. My God, I am teaching in here today.
No, you're not. So let me get this straight. We're just going to ignore the fact that Tom Brady has engaged in dipping and dunking, utilizing James White, utilizing Sony Michel.
But he's engaged in Super Bowl championships.
Wait a minute. Bill Belichick, how much does he have to do with that?
A lot.
Thank you.
A lot.
So does Mike McCarthy compare to Bill Belichick?
But if Tom...
I'm sorry. Answer the question. Answer the question.
I'm not saying nobody compares to Bill Belichick.
All right, then.
But if Aaron Rodgers, maybe, who's so great and dynamic, who's so blessed and gifted, if he just capitulated a little bit and used other brains, not just his brain, and said maybe we should go a different direction. Maybe we should. No.
Are you blaming Aaron Rodgers for not utilizing Mike McCarthy more?
No. I'm saying what wins in football is steady. We talk about what looks great in football is dynamic. We don't always surround greatness with what we perceive to be greatness, but we ask greatness to raise others up to be great. By hence, you get this definition of greatness. Not great. Great says I did something on a moment in time. Greatness says I did things over time. I did great things over time. And I'm telling Aaron Rodgers, you want to be great, you're going to need the help of all those other guys around you. And to hit greatness, you got to raise them
I don't
up.
understand.
You can't be up there by yourself.
What the hell you just said. I don't understand what the hell you just said.
You do understand
TD Irvin. I don't understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.